You know what I'm saying? Unless she willing to pick up her pussy and get out there and get her own money and take care of her own self, then she gonna have to accept what she get for her being fed, clothed, high. I'm sorry, vagina, whatever they say. But if she being clothed and housed and fed, then yeah, she gonna have to deal with that.
Okay. Damn, this is a cold world out here, y'all.
It's a real world.
Yeah. The original princess. Go ahead, baby. The original. Going what? You ain't got no signal.
I thought you unmuted me. So should a woman accept cheating if a man is paying all her bills? I would say I've been in this situation. I'm more dependent in relationships. So I've been in situations where I felt like my man was cheating, but he was paying all the bills. Personally, I'm not gonna leave because of that. I think it's up to the women individually, but 9 times out of 10, a woman that's with you because you're paying all the bills, it isn't because she loves you. It's because you're providing for her. I wouldn't leave because you're providing for me. But if you lost everything tomorrow, I would leave you. So, it just depends on the woman. For me, it's not a deal breaker. So yeah.
So if he lost everything, you out of there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You stay with him and try to help rebuild.
No.
No? Why would you not?
I mean, at that point, then he needs to go ahead, and try to be held down by the woman he was cheating with. But it's not going to be me.
No, I'm saying, let's say you were with a man, he had money, and then his business plummeted, and he lost everything. Would you be with him in his hardest times, or you roll it out because the money's dropping?
I'm going to give it a little time because I feel like, you got to know the man. I'm going to give it a little time because some men, it don't matter if they lose everything. They'll get it back. But, at the same time, I don't have all the time in the world. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. She's honest. Rod. Go ahead, Rod.
Should a woman accept a man cheating on her if he pays all the bill? Of course she should accept that. He's paying the bills. It's no reason for her not to accept him if he's footing the bill on everything. All she got to do is take care of the house. She has no worries in life. All she got to do is just sit up and look pretty all day. Dude, yes, it's a winner. She supposed to allow, actually don't supposed to allow anything. But just sit at the house and just cook and clean and take care of the children. So yes, of course, she supposed to accept him meeting other women. Of course, absolutely.
It sounds like you think a man should cheat regardless if he pays the bills. Am I wrong?
Excuse me? Say that again?
Do you think that men should be able to cheat regardless if they pay bills?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Hell no. Hell
Can
no.
I ask you why you
Absolutely.
Broke niggas don't
Rod,
deserve no
why
work.
not just
Broke dudes deserve everything.
wait a minute, but Rod, wait, has everybody gone? I don't want, if the new people haven't gone, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Yes, we went.
I think, I'm trying to find
Okay.
it.
So, Rod, my question to you is, because it sounds like a personal anecdote, if you know you don't want one woman, or if you feel like you're going to cheat, why not just be polygamous and be upfront from the start?
Well, here's
expectation.
the thing. To be upfront from the start, it would be kind of awkward because if I'm meeting a woman and I bring up, what is all that? If I meet a woman and I want to getting her number, I'm not going to mention another woman. There's no need for that. It's no
But
need
if
for
you're
that. I will
dating,
never
you're
be upfront.
keeping a woman who's raising your kids, keep taking care of your household. Why not just, because I don't know, y'all know there are women who are willing to be sister wives, or women who are okay with
That's a needle in a
but
haystack.
y'all had an agreement.
No, it's
What do
not.
you mean you want ASAP? Hold on, what did you say?
It's a
There's a
needle
lot
in a
of side
haystack.
chicks that would have been
That-
okay
okay,
with
it
being
may
sister
be-
wives.
That is
Wait
not true.
a minute, Rod, but it may be a needle in a haystack, but I personally, for my own character, I don't think anybody should have something like infidelity sprung on them if they didn't agree to that. Whereas if you would just be honest with a woman and say, I expect a hall pass, or I expect this.
No,
You can
I
find
don't
because
expect
that would be a
nothing.
cooperative. Okay, so you don't expect anything, but did the woman expect you to cheat
I
on her?
pay all the bills. Why do I need to expect anything from you?
Paying all the bills isn't enough. My father
I
pays all
pay
the
the rent.
bills.
Rob, let me
I
I
pay
pay
my
the
bills.
bill.
It's not okay to cheat.
Can I
Rod,
say something to that?
let me ask a question really quickly, Rod. What if she also contributes on bills? I mean, you already said that even if you didn't pay any bills, you think a man should be able to cheat. So why do you
Yeah,
think
because
why do you
it's
think that a man should be able to cheat while in a relationship?
because it's in man nature to have multiple women.
Are
That's
you
But
are,
why.
be
are, are
upfront.
you are, are
Oh,
you
Jesus.
are you a dog? Are you a human being? What nature are we referring to? And what?
Well, well,
No, Z. At the end of the day, we
human
is all
nature.
animals. We is all animals. At the end of the day,
Okay,
I'm not
but
an
we
wait a minute.
animals.
animal. I'm a
But what is
human.
the one
We
thing
all
that
animals. We all
We
animals,
all
bro.
think like that. That's the sad.
We all do
Yo,
the same shit as
Can I
animals.
say
We the
something to the
same.
polygamous thing?
Like seriously, ladies. Like if you gave every
Why is
man the
it
do you
power
not
to
believe
touch a
in
women
woman,
that
discipline?
look like that?
No, it's
Okay,
not about.
excuse
It's
me,
not even just about. Because yeah, diseases. You could bring
No,
it back
it's
to the.
That
To
part.
wait a
the
second, y'all, because
it
everybody
sounds like
else
you
talk.
guys are
Can
controlling
I
dudes.
please talk? Can I please talk for 1 second? 1 second, y'all.
Control freaks.
Why can't you be honest and get the women who want to do that? Do you see how many people go on these talk shows and be sharing these dudes in reality TV? There are women who will
Ma'am.
literally share you. Wait a
We
second,
don't want
Ross.
them. We don't want them.
I don't want them.
So y'all want some chicks y'all lie to,
Listen,
We
and then
don't
get
want
mad
them.
when y'all get
So
bricked
these.
that's not.
afterwards.
Wait.
Why would we
If I
do that?
drop you, I
What do
have
you
to
mean?
move
Why
the
would you do that?
algorithm.
You
I
have
got
a
to get the
woman.
algorithm up. Don't be mad if I drop you.
Thank you,
Don't make
Jesus.
some shit person.
Um,
I bring everybody back.
okay, can I say something to the polygamous topic?
Sure.
Okay, so this is the thing. A lot of men, it's more a thrill in lying. A lot of men don't, well, maybe they do
We
understand.
gotta lie.
Okay, let
We
me finish.
have to.
Okay, let me finish. So you don't have to lie, especially if
Yes,
you
we
have money.
do.
Okay, let me. A man with
He
money
like
doesn't
annoying
have
ass
to
boot.
lie. A man with money will be surprised how many women will be going if he just is honest. Even he doesn't even have to have money. Good looking men, you'll be surprised how many women will be going, and you don't have to lie. I come from a polygamous family. My uncles and stuff, they don't even trick. They're just, not to sound weird, but they're handsome. They got it like that. And the women come, they all at the same function. They all at the same function, trying to get along, to keep their
Original,
spot.
hold on, baby. We got it. So why not just find women who are open to open relationships instead of cheating on a woman?
That's what I'm saying. And for most men, I think it's the
But hold on, baby.
thrill.
Ask the question. Let him answer it. Why not
Yeah.
just get you somebody who is okay with an open relationship instead of cheating?
See, listen. The reason it's hard to find that. It's like you're going to
Hold
go
on.
through a
Why
lot
is
of
it
chicks
hard, Rod?
because you're going to
I
go
don't
through a
think
lot of chicks
he
anyway
just.
doing that.
Because you're gonna
This is
what?
You're gonna run through a lot of chicks doing that anyway. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's not
I
why
think.
it's hard.
Wait a second. Wait a
It's hard
second.
because nobody
I think
wants
it's
to
hard for
accept
him
that.
because he's not the standard that these women will
Yeah, I think
expect
so
the women
too.
to.
I
There's no
I
think
need
don't
for
think he's the
insults.
standard to the women. No, I'm not being. It's not
Are
an
you
insult.
short,
A lot of
Rod?
women will bow down for
Clock it.
a
Clock it.
super handsome, a super rich dude. There's a lot of
Hell
a dude
yeah.
with clout, a dude
Period.
with popularity. They will accept being a side chick. They will accept being a mistress for those type of men. It's not
Exactly.
me being rude. It's just your face your face card is what'll let a chick
Wow.
accept. Like a Chris Brown could walk up to 20 chicks and be like, "I want all of y'all to be my concubines. I'm not
Period.
gonna marry none of y'all."
No,
And all of them 20 chicks is gonna accept that. At least 18 out of them 20 is gonna be
Normal
cool
dudes
with
do this
carrying them.
too. Normal dudes do this too. Like
No, not everybody. But
yes,
not everybody.
normal man does this also.
Yeah,
No,
She
every
said you
dude
gotta
I see with
lie.
Y'all gotta
multiple
lie
wives,
to do
You
it.
gotta
they
You
lie
had
gotta
to
money.
do
They
lie.
had money.
You
They
gotta
had money,
lie to
bro.
do it.
They got.
let me ask you
You gotta lie.
question,
You
Rod.
gotta lie.
Do you think though that a woman who really loves you, truly loves you, and values you and respects you as a man would be okay with you out here slanging dick? Do you think
Listen,
a woman
listen,
who
listen.
truly loves you would be okay with you out here being a thot?
Of course not. That's why you have to
Why?
lie to her. You do have to lie to
What the
her.
hell?
Listen.
So notice what you just said. A woman who truly loves you,
This hell demon.
and that's why you have to lie to her. You're not
Listen.
worthy of a real woman to love you, because now what you said is you have to lie to her. So you're not even worth the woman that loves you.
No,
He's not worth a woman that's truthful.
Right? You are
no,
in the street.
He's not worth a woman that's
no,
truthful.
I'm not.
At the
Listen,
end of the
can
day,
I-
you looking for somebody.
hold on, real
if you
quick,
got
G.
a lie to somebody.
G,
then you
hold on,
busting.
G.
It's crazy, bro.
He's
Hold
not
on, G. The reason why I say
qualified.
you have to lie, y'all, because in today's society, they push monogamy down men's throat, and us men, being the good men and victims that we
Good.
are, we're
Good.
going to accept the
Right.
sacrifice.
I can
Right.
guarantee you, Rod, if you
Right,
did a
bro.
post right now,
You agitating my fucking
maybe
soul.
5 people just to troll would vote for
Men
being a
sacrifice.
good man. No. You don't know what a good man is, Rod.
Nope.
If you're definitely not a good man, no shade to you. I don't know you, but from what I've heard from you, anytime a man says you have to lie to a woman who truly loves you, so you
Anytime man say he got to lie, he's an asshole. I'm a grown man.
No.
that can say
you're
that.
not a good man at all. You would cheat on
I am. Listen, y'all.
I
am.
You talking, bro?
Bro. I don't want to drop people. Hold the fuck on. If you would cheat on a woman that truly loves you, the way I explained it was a very heartfelt sentiment. Truly loves you, you would lie to her. You would lie to anybody, right?
Look, right. The reason why I gotta be real with myself first, Zia. I have to be real. A man always supposed to stand on his principle.
That's not real.
Okay, then
Hey, Josh,
stand on
you
your
the one,
principle
bro.
and don't lie.
You're selfish. You're not real.
No.
You're real selfish.
Yeah, ain't nothing real about that, bruh. If you
You
gonna
of the devil. You of the
if
devil,
you gonna
son.
go do dirt,
You of the
stand on it.
devil.
I'm not.
Rob,
No, y'all
Rob
just
has
listen,
to
y'all.
lie.
Your daddy is
bruh.
Satan.
Y'all not
I
letting me
can't
land
agree
my
with
point
that.
though, bro.
He's
Your
not
point
qualified.
was right.
He's
That's why
raised
he has
baby,
to
man.
lie.
At the end of the day, let me talk, bro. That's all I'm asking.
His daddy
talking
is
about
In
Satan,
today's
y'all.
society, men are forced to be monogamous.
Who,
Knowing
what man
damn
you talking
well
about?
we
I'm a
gonna
grown
Ain't
have
nobody
man.
forcing you to be monogamous.
Hold on.
nobody,
I'm
bro.
gonna-
Y'all not finna.
I'm going to give you
I'm sorry,
a minute
Zia.
to speak, y'all. But please don't interrupt him, y'all, because when I start hearing too many voices, it makes my nerves bad. So let him land his plane, and then we can take turns interjecting. But too much, it makes me irritated. Go ahead, Rod.
All I'm saying, in today's society, monogamy is pushed down men's throat. Majority of divorces is because of men cheating. At the end of the day, it's inevitable. Men will always have women on the side. Don't listen to these dudes that's lying to you, because that's what we're going to do. It's lie. That's all. That's just what it is. Deal with it. It's the inevitable, bro. Especially
Okay.
if I'm paying all the bills. Yes.
Wow.
You just said
Let me respond.
wait.
Let me respond,
you
please.
just said don't listen to the men that lie and then call this
And he a liar.
Contra-
We'll go
I did not
round
say
down,
that.
But Rod, let me ask
You
you,
did say that.
how,
I didn't.
Demon.
how is monogamy shoved down your throat?
So in today's society, if you heard a man have multiple women, it's frowned upon.
No. I didn't
But
ask
yet-
you that. I said, how is it being shoved down your throat?
Oh, easily,
Right.
like I just said. If a man want multiple women, he can't do that. The government, bro, can this
That's
dude
not
like mute
shoving
up,
down
bro?
your throat, Rod. That sounds like you don't like societal norms.
I mean, there's literally laws that you can't have multiple women. I mean, you're being forced to do this. Yes.
Okay.
If there's no law, trust me, if it was laws to say that men can have concubines, trust me, all of you conformists will conform to it. You guys are just society heads, bro. And this is facts.
Bro, so you
Right.
follow all the laws,
And then we
right?
wouldn't even have to lie to
Right.
y'all ass.
You
We
follow
wouldn't have to
all
lie to
No,
you
right.
follow
because you can't
all the
handle the
laws,
truth,
right?
regardless.
You follow all the laws?
See, you betas,
what?
bro.
Let me
You
just-
Beta? Now I'm a beta. That's crazy because I don't want to lie.
I think
Yeah,
you
you're definitely
don't value yourself.
Because I don't want to lie to a woman. I'm a beta. That's crazy.
bro.
You sound beta.
Bro, you don't understand the reason
You
why
over here
you need
talking
to
about
lie, bro.
Bro, you over
You
here
need
talking
to
about
lie,
following
bro.
laws.
Bro,
You over here talking about
hey, bro,
following
Hey,
the law.
Jamarco,
you want
Jamarco, you
multiple
ain't
You
got
ain't
to
never broke
argue.
the law.
But you know
Marco,
damn well you're
Marco,
scared
You
to
ain't
tell
got to
a girl,
argue with the
bro.
devil, bro.
You know
Let
You ain't
damn
got to
well you're
argue
scared
with
to
the
How
tell
you
a
a
devil.
chick,
chick when
though,
you
bro.
scared to break the law?
At the end of the day, y'all all scared to tell y'all y'all gonna
You
lie
ain't
to
gotta
him.
argue
Period.
with
You
the
the one
devil,
that's lying
y'all.
to him.
You all cheat on y'all
What
girl
you
right
mean? I tell
now.
every woman I mess
Y'all
with the
all
truth. Nigga, I ain't
cheat on,
scared of
man, that's
nobody.
cap. You
I'm
ain't,
gonna give
How's that
telling you, you
cap?
ain't saying
You want,
nothing. No, you
man,
ain't.
please. No, just
Marco,
because you scared. You scared of that woman.
I'm gonna give you a minute to respond to Rod, and then Rod will have a minute, and then we're gonna acknowledge the new people. Thank y'all for being here and being so patient. Thank you for the road. So Marco, let me give you a minute to respond. Rod, you have a minute to counter. Then we're gonna move forward, and then we'll open panel. But y'all, please stop interrupting me. That shit is getting real agitating. Go ahead, Marco.
Bruh, keep it so real with you. You scared of that woman. And I get the insults and you want to make it sound good, but bruh, if you gotta lie to a woman, you ain't gotta lie to a woman about nothing, bruh. These women are
Mm-mm.
very accepting of more than what you think they will accept. And that's a fact, bro. I done learned that my whole life, bro. If you really put it on the table in front of her and tell her what it is, you give her the choice to accept that. Women want to have the choice to accept what they deal with, bro. But if you sitting here talking about you gotta lie and you're not a real man if you don't lie, bro, you sound insane right now. You contradicting yourself. You contradicting yourself, bro. That's crazy. You don't gotta lie to no woman about nothing. About nothing, bro. If you man enough to go do that dirt, be man enough to tell her what it is and give her the choice whether she want to stay with you and deal with it or not. It's that simple, bro. Game is game, bro. Any woman in here will tell you exactly what I just said. It's facts. You don't have to lie to no woman, bro. And you see, you calling me a beta. More insults. Go ahead, bro. You can have
My
it.
turn. My turn.
My turn, actually. Stop talking. See,
Nah,
the
Rod.
thing,
You stop the
No,
fuck
Rod. You
talking.
been
Fuck you
talking.
the
talking
thing.
about.
Hold on. Remember,
Oh, y'all mad.
Go ahead.
See. The thing is this, bro. You guys are so conditioned to think like women, bro. It's insane. See, if the man come up to women, American women, and say that, hey, shorty, even though it's cringe, hey, I like talking to multiple women. When you first meet a chick, you're gonna run her off, bro. This is a fact, bro. These
It's
women
beta
are
to worry
control.
about what's
Hey, stop
cringe to
talking,
women.
bro. These women are control freaks. If you don't lie to these American women, bro, you're just going to be alone, and you're going to have multiple baby mamas, bro. That's just what it is. Pick your poison, bro. It's called the truth, bro. This is the truth. I'm telling you. You're going to lie to him, bro. You're going to do that, bro. But trust me, if society be on men's side and say, hey, we support men having concubines. Hey, that's cool. That's a new law. Bro, you know how many men would be for it, bro, and be more outspoken? Because I know.
Time's
I'm,
up. Stop
Okay.
talking.
So before we move forward,
you
I
still follow me
realize
though.
your undercover passport, bro. That's what this is about. That's why you're
Nigga.
talking like this. You're just
Passport, bro.
undercover. You're just in disguise.
I
Let
just,
me
No, I'm
go.
not.
I just
Let
have to
me go.
talk.
Let me go, Zia. Let me go. Let me.
Josh, I'll give you a minute, and then we're gonna start with G. After that, Gabby, and then Marlboro. Is it Marlboro? Yes.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead, Josh. Let me give you a minute.
Yeah, this for that devil down there, Rod. You know he the devil. Hey, listen here, bro. How you gonna call us beta males and you too much of a punk to even tell the truth to your woman? You fucking coward, bro. How you a beta male and we the ones up here tell about we gonna say straight to our woman face, hey, I want another woman here with us. What's up? Come on, bro. You sound real weak and you agitating my soul, bro. Like, just cut this shit, bro. Like, this shit is corny. This shit is weak. This shit is bitch. You Omega.
You're
Omega is
upset
the
though.
Omega. And let me finish my minute. Omega is the least of the fucking thing. You Omega, bitch. A beta is better than you. Shut the fuck up. You a weak nigga. These girls don't want you, and you
She
mad
did.
about it. Bye.
Okay.
Clock it.
Sound like a chick, bro.
Nah, go ahead,
Sound
Rod.
like a
Oh
Hit
chick.
me,
yeah, yeah,
Rod. Hit me,
yeah.
Rod.
Listen, bro. Listen. You
Nah,
guys never
see, he can't
understand what
stop.
my point is sound,
Can I
bro.
get
My
a
point
minute?
is sound. See,
Okay.
listen.
Huh?
Can I get a minute?
Okay, y'all. Go ahead.
Delusional.
Go ahead. And then after the new people gotta go, y'all. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. As a former side chick. Only reason.
What the
Let's
fuck?
be real. I was a former side chick. The reason he was able to get me is because he was honest. One, his pockets was deep. Two,
Yeah.
make sure me and my kids were taken care of. Three, Rod,
Yeah.
I
Beta.
went to your page. The reason you gotta lie is because your face.
Tell the truth. Amen.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Tell the
DeMarco
truth.
don't gotta lie because he is handsome.
Thank you.
NYC don't gotta lie because he handsome. Josh don't gotta lie because he handsome. You look homeless. Ain't nobody gonna be okay with you eating on them.
I don't
You
want
don't do
No,
that
I'm
if you
being
can't
serious
handle
here.
it, sis.
It is
You don't want to do that, bro.
different
Don't do that,
levels
bro.
to
Just
Just
take
like
5, Erica. You don't want to do that, bro.
you
You
can do
can't
it
handle
with
what
me.
if I
I
ditch
wouldn't
it to you,
God,
bro.
you
Everybody who
supposed to be on
looks like
timeout.
barely arrived on Earth is gonna hurt my feelings. Nobody who looked like he snuck onto the planet Earth is ever going to hurt my feelings. If you got a lie to get cat, you can't hurt my feelings. You ain't even real with yourself.
But you're a beast.
You didn't wake up in the morning and look in the
jog.
mirror and be like, this is why
You go
I can't
jog.
get by in life.
Go jog first.
I don't have to. I'll jog
You're
around a
fat.
fine man. I
Don't
know I
insult
can
the
get a
lady.
man without lying.
Yeah,
At least
man,
I
you ain't
know
gotta
I
insult
You
her
got a lie
back.
to get
Yeah, don't
cat.
insult her, man. God.
Hated
Don't
that
insult
took
her.
her
You
your
got a lie to
kids.
get cat.
And then you left
You
them.
got a lie to
You're an
get
idiot.
cat. You have to manipulate.
You're
Right, you
an
matching her
bro.
energy right now, bro.
You're an
You
old
have
side
to
chick. Hey, Jamarco,
manipulate
that doesn't
people
work on me, bro.
to sleep
You
No,
don't
with
know me. Stop
you.
talking.
You
Bro,
have
that
to
tone is very
manipulate
sassy,
people
bro.
to sleep
I ain't
with
gonna
you.
lie.
Hey,
You
bro,
lie
call
to
it
get
what you
cat,
want.
bro.
I can care
That's
less.
sad.
I'm going to
That's
say what I
very
say.
sad.
I'm gonna
You
say what I
have
say.
to
You sound like your
lie.
mother, brother. You
It's
sound like
sad.
your mother, my
Oh shit,
friend.
my
At the,
fault.
at the end of
But
the
you have
day,
a great
Shut the
I'm
fuck
learning
up.
all y'all
Oh,
though.
let
So
me
You
now
have a
speak.
very
you
you
who
lying to
gonna change my
yourself.
opinion, not you. You ain't
You
gonna
lying to
change shit.
yourself, brother.
You ain't gonna change shit.
Oh
You
my
ain't gonna
god. Why the
change
fuck
shit.
my mic ain't mic?
what the fuck going on? Because I know I'm talking. Hold the fuck on. Let's not do that now. Now we got new people on the panel that I need to recognize. So before we start roasting each other and shit, let's just move forward. We can come back to roasting later. G, let me
How you
give you a
doing?
minute.
Thank you so much. And so much that Josh, you landed that plane for me already. Cause literally, he sounds crazy. I'm a single father. I consider myself a high value man until I realize as a single father, I'm not a high value man because I would have to more than likely find a single woman that has a kid or a single mother. So I'm not a high value man anymore in my eyes. But for him to sit there and tell out loud, I'm a man because I got to lie. I teach my son every day, never lie to nobody. You lie because you're scared of consequences. And as a man, you should never be scared of no consequences. If I got to lie to my woman, I don't got to be with you. The minute you said that, bro, you sound hurt and disturbed, bro. Like my boys over there said, you the devil, bro. You sound crazy.
Oh, I'm the devil.
Scared of the
And it
consequence.
right
That's a
there.
good
I
one,
take
G.
my
No, that's
minute and
real
one
shit.
way,
You
bro.
scared of the
Yeah, I said it,
consequences.
bro. You a devil,
Yup.
bro, Rod. You sound crazy.
Is that gonna change my opinion though? No.
Nope.
We ain't
You
trying to
ain't gonna
change
change
it. We
it.
just
You
saying
ain't gonna
something.
change it. So now what?
If you
Do what you want.
Would your opinion
Trust me, I am.
hold on? Would your opinion
Yeah.
if you contracted like HIV, would it change then?
Oh my
That's what it
goodness.
sounds like. You're
It's always the worst case scenario.
What
Crazy.
about bumpity bump bump bump?
Use protection.
Would it change after you get a big rash across your eggplant? Would it change after that?
Ooh.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
that's what's going to eventually happen. You know that, right?
I pay all the
Has it
bills,
happened
so
already?
I mean, let's just be honest. Nobody is chicken for Rod.
that's
It doesn't
kind.
Damn. Stop, y'all. Please
There's no
stop,
need to
y'all.
insult me, y'all, because y'all
I'm
can't
not
handle
insulting
truth.
you. I'm just being honest. I'm literally saying what
Hey,
everybody
hold
else
on
would say.
though. I will say this: even if
So-
you don't find someone to be attractive, it doesn't mean they don't have value. Okay? Me personally, I think looks will fade. That's a superficial.
The mental in you know.
But the scary part is, it's not so much how someone looks; it's about how they act and how they respond and what they do.
Right.
If you're out here and you're putting your girl's life at risk for your own selfish pleasure, that tells me that you're probably not mature enough or even mentally capable of a real
Right.
relationship. If you don't understand loyalty is something that should be reciprocated, and that's not a negotiable. If that's a negotiable for you, then you probably shouldn't be in a relationship.
Even I pay all the bills, though, Zia. I pay all the bills.
I know that
That's
risky.
crazy.
Zeus.
Can I ask
So you mean
can
to
I
tell
ask
me a
another
man
question?
who gets on his purpose is just supposed to be with one shorty? Come on now. Stop.
On his
That
purpose.
makes no sense.
Hold on, Rob. You know who you can be with and
Look
go
like
pay
you
all the
talking.
bills too?
Relax.
Go get you a prostitute. Go be with
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Go get
No
you a
thanks.
husband.
But don't cry about women aren't quality women and you're not a quality man. Don't cry
Right.
about how women ain't shit and you are out here being the definition of ain't shit. Don't cry when a woman cheats and lies on you because that's what you put out in this world. You're going to
Mhm.
put out. So don't come up on here crying next time about how bitches ain't shit.
Right.
Right.
Because that's
You
what
can always date a
learn.
man.
Right.
Oh no, don't do that.
Can I ask a question right quick
Yeah,
too, to
Jamarco, I don't know
Rod?
what he
Go
on.
ahead, Kay, baby.
Rod, so if you find a woman and she take half the bills, you take the other half, are you still cheating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, girl, he already said no matter what
Wow.
he don't give a damn if he's only paying for
He don't got no morals.
water at your house.
Yeah, that's just no morals at all.
You don't
Yeah,
got
that's all.
morals or
That's simply all that
men
is.
stand on morals
I'm a
and
man.
principles,
y'all,
bro.
he
You don't
ain't
have
bad,
none.
No
y'all.
Majority
self-worth.
of
he
No
because a man
self-worth.
sounds
cheating.
so bad.
You can't say that, bro.
I'm a
Listen,
man.
cheating is different, bro. But you don't have no
No,
morals or
you a
I'm a
principles.
loser.
man.
You an immature
What is
What
man.
so
what are your
important?
morals and principles that you stand on? You
This
lack
is why
self-control
I have
and
these kind
discipline.
of panels. And let me tell you why. Sometimes we assume that we all think the same, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we think, no way anybody would think this. But the truth is,
Yeah.
you got to talk to people to really learn them. And
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your honesty, Rod. Even if I don't agree with it, I appreciate your transparency because I'd rather a
Yeah.
man be honest that he ain't shit than trick me and lie to me
Yeah.
behind my back.
I hate
Tell us
everything
you
he
ain't
said.
shit so
I
we
hate it
know,
all.
right? Don't trick us. Don't tell
Yeah,
me.
that's the issue. He's not
Like,
being
if I'm paying all
to
the
the
bills,
women
why
that
does
they're
it matter
going to.
if I'm dating another
He might
shorty,
be
bro?
fucking
Like,
a bitch and lying to her, but he's being honest up here. That I can
Well,
appreciate.
true, Zia. True.
Thank
Got
you for
that.
that, Rod. That's a vulnerable thing to do, but I appreciate it because at the end of the day, I know to steer clear of motherfuckers like you. No
Okay.
shame.
I fucking
Okay.
hate him. I hate him.
you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. Like,
That's why you
women
gotta
And
asking
ask
that's
me, "Do you date multiple?" Is insecure, bro. Why you asking me that, bro?
No one
Like,
is gonna ask you that, I don't think.
how is that
like,
insecure?
Rod, do you date multiple women, or you like what? Come on, bro. That's
But
a
how is
turn
that
off, bro.
insecure?
Rob,
I'm
I
definitely
can
finna bust
easily
you.
ask you what are your views on cheating. Are you gonna lie about that too? Or are you gonna be honest and say I think a man
Oh, I'm gonna lie. I gotta lie to her. I have to lie.
Man,
I'm
no,
Wow.
not
you
gonna
don't.
say,
So
"Oh,
you keep
No, you don't,
Wait,
brother.
if I don't lie, she
Abby,
don't
can you
lie."
mute your
Right.
mic?
hold on. I don't know if that's your Steve-O, but it's annoying me. I don't know whose Steve-O that is. Gabby?
I think that's Gabby.
You know what? He said he has to lie. And everybody here, all 73 people, remember this moment because when men say, well, you should have vetted better. You should have chose better. You should know what the man was going to do. You should have known. Really? Because there's people like Rod who will tell you, I will lie to you. I will lie to you. So I appreciate that, Rod. Thank you.
I'm just giving y'all game.
American women too.
That's not game, bro.
Right then and there, men said, I will fucking lie to you and I will deceive you to get what I want from you. I will do that.
But he's not
Nobody's
telling it to
deceiving
the
you. I'm
girls
not
he's doing it
deceiving
to.
you. It's not deceiving you.
He's telling us the truth. He's not telling that to them girls.
But what I'm saying to Marco is
Right.
every day, for any woman who's been on TikTok more than 2 hours, we have heard men say, women should have chose better. She should have known he wasn't shit. She should have vetted better. And I would always say, but men lie to women. No, they don't. But Rod is obviously giving us exactly what we need to say. Yes, they do lie to women, and they trick women all the time.
Women lie to men all the time,
They
Zia.
trick women all the time and then get mad. She's pregnant. She should have known I was going to leave her and the kids. She should have vetted better. We lie all the time. How are we going to know better and you fucking lying in our face?
Because we have women's intuition.
Not always. If I had the best intuition, I would win the lottery 55 fucking million times over.
Hello.
I can go
True.
with what I think, but sometimes men really lie.
Yeah,
That's
but
what-
y'all,
I'm not going to be
y'all
more,
gotta-
More times than not.
failed me. I'm
y'all
gonna
gotta
say,
judge
you
the
failed
man
me
on
for
his
lying to
actions,
me.
y'all.
Y'all
Y'all gotta stop listening to the words of a man. Y'all gotta judge that man based
Right.
on his actions. What does he do? Look
I
how
pay
how
all
his
the
family
bills.
treat him. Okay, bro, I'm not talking about that. But look how he treat other people. Look how his family treat him. Do
I
people
treat everybody
respect him?
good. I treat everybody good,
Bro,
bro.
money
I'm taking care of
don't
my
make
I'm taking care of my family,
money don't
though,
make
bro.
you a good person, bro.
Type
I
shit.
take care
Money
of my
does not
family.
make
Got
you a good
friends.
person,
Like, what's
bro.
the problem, man?
Money doesn't unlame you. You feel what I'm saying? You just a lame with money.
Okay, y'all,
That's
we
it.
still have new people on the panel who have not had an opportunity to speak. Gabby,
Yes, ma'am.
go ahead, baby.
So should I do the prompt or just based off of, like, the conversations
Let's
that's
start
been
with the prompt and just answer that, and then if you want to jump on Rod's back or whatever, you know.
had? Well, should a woman? No, she shouldn't. Will she? Is it more likely that she will? Yes, but that's because of self-preservation and the patriarchy and societal norms. And I heard somebody say that I think it was Rod. He said that if it was if it was legal to have concubines, then everybody would conform to that. And if that was true, then women wouldn't have fought for rights because it was legal to not have rights at the time, but women were fighting for them. So that's irrelevant and ignorant. Actually, it's not irrelevant. It's just ignorant. So, but he also said that he doesn't have to lie to women because he pays bills. That's true because a lot of women are also trying to do on some self-preservation shit. It's not because they want to be with you. It's because they have to be with you to push themselves further in life. And then once they get further in life, they're going to drop you.
Oh, because there's no loyalty to begin with.
Yeah.
If you say a
There's
man is
loyalty to
monogamous,
themselves.
I'll show you a liar. He's lying to you.
That's not true, bro.
God, you think
It's some honor. It pleases God to be monogamous.
Oh,
you
no.
think all men are like you? Is that what you're saying?
Thou shalt
Yes,
not
they
commit
are.
adultery.
They're lying to these. They're
Thou shalt
lying.
not
This-
commit
He's
adultery,
lying
bro.
to
It pleases God
He's
to be
lying to
monogamous.
himself instead of just saying, I'm an asshole and I love being an asshole. Cool.
You don't know
Just say
yourself, Rod. You don't know
That's
yourself.
cool.
Bro.
If you
Nah, I
want to
don't know
be
myself. Let's
You don't, bro. Listen.
That's great.
You don't even know who you talking to
Stop
right
trying to
now.
convince people
Like-
that you're a good guy and that's
Exactly.
what people should expect out of men. No, you're just a dickhead, and that's okay.
Exactly. You immature and you don't know yourself, bro. Just admit
It's
that.
cool. Like, just like,
That'll set you on the
just be a
path
proud
of
dickhead.
knowing
Don't-
yourself even more.
Don't try to convince people that they should accept dickheadedness out of everybody.
You had a
Just be
daughter,
like,
and I don't know if you have a daughter, but would you want her to date somebody like you?
Yes, because she would never know. She would, if I'm taking care of the bills, if the man is taking care of the bills, treating her
He said
right,
she would
bro,
never
what is the
know.
problem? What
He
is the
said she
problem?
would never know. Like women
She
don't
would
catch
never
men
know.
cheating. So women don't catch men cheating. You're not gonna.
like I
You think you're
said,
never gonna
if
slip?
a
No,
woman
they do,
likes
they
you
do.
enough,
So Rod,
if a
Back
woman
to
likes
mommy
you enough,
issues.
let's
she
say
will
after
lie to herself.
He
You
done
don't
watched
have to
his
lie.
mom go
Exactly.
through this. He
Exactly.
watched his
Like,
mom go
literally.
through this.
Rod, even after, let's say you get your daughter catches her man cheating, are you going to tell your daughter, it's okay, baby, he's paying your phone bill? It's okay, baby.
Yes,
He's paying.
Yes, he is.
yes.
Take notes,
Yes,
ladies.
He's
Take
taking
notes.
care of her, y'all.
Take
He's
notes.
loving her, y'all.
No,
That's
he
not
not.
love.
Taking care of her.
That's
If-
not
if
love.
he- if he loved your daughter-
That's what's
Hold on,
wrong
real
with-
quick, y'all.
Okay.
If
That's
a man,
survival. That's not love.
no,
That's
if
survival.
y'all scream about
we got
being
survival.
housewives, though, bro.
That's
That's
Y'all
not
scream
being a
about being
housewife, bro.
housewives, though, bro.
Okay, but what about the
you talking
husband, bro? You got to be a righteous man to lead that woman, bro. You can't lead her in this.
I'm right.
Kids, I really hope you don't have any kids.
Blame society, y'all, not me.
Blame society that you ain't what
You're a part of society. You're a part
Right,
of that
you can-
society.
Yeah, you are in.
Tell society to support men like
Bro,
me,
you-
then they'll
no.
be better off.
Bro, you putting a black eye on every man you think you represent
We
right
need
now.
to put you on that
You the
album.
reason-
Men think this
you
way.
the reason-
They
you
are
are
afraid
a
to
hazard.
speak out like this.
You the reason the relationships is what they
I'm
is
actually
right
being
now
real
because
with y'all,
women
bro.
run into men like you and you ruin it for everybody. Everything
I
could be
do not.
so yes you do. Everything could be so much more player if we was being honest. But we got
Right.
people like you who
No,
sneak,
bro.
lie, and
Honesty
deceive.
runs them off. Oh
No,
my
it
God.
don't, bro. You talking,
Yes,
bro?
it
You talking, to, bro?
does.
I done had 5 women at the same time before.
No, bro.
Hey, Jamarco,
Yes,
Jamarco,
no,
don't
bro.
get all blood pressure up for that.
Hey, woman will lie to
Because he needs to know,
herself.
bro. He's lying and thinking he's being an honest man. I don't appreciate that, bro. Because you don't have to be that way. That's not player at all. You think you being player, bro. You dealing in
Bro, let the women who try to pull it on, let them do it. Let them check.
crash and burn, bro. And it's not. You need to repent for what you doing right here, because that's not what it is, bro. You putting a black eye on this, and I don't respect that, bro. I could never respect that. Don't ever
All I'm
sit here trying
saying
to
is,
say
at
you
least
a
I'm not
man,
lying
bro.
to y'all, though. I'm not lying to
You
y'all.
need to
That
stop
don't mean
lying,
nothing to me.
period.
That don't mean nothing to me. You're not doing
I
nothing to
can
me.
appreciate that at least you're not lying to us. And you know what? I think that there's a lot to be learned from what God has told us.
It's just discussion, bro. That's it.
There's a lot to be learned. And you know what? At the end of the day, even if we don't agree, at least we can say, well, thank you for your honesty. Even
He
if I don't
fulfilling his purpose.
fuck it. Now I
Hey,
know
bro.
moving forward, I can't say all men don't think like that.
Yeah, but it's just so disheartening because you
All
want
men
them to
does
do
think
better.
that way.
Y'all men
Yes,
No,
do.
they
we
do.
don't,
They're
bro.
lying,
Stop
bro.
lying.
Right.
Stop lying to
Any man
yourself.
that says that they don't want to have multiple women is a liar, bro.
Okay,
They're
but
lying to you, bro.
when I did have multiple
They're
women, I
lying.
told those
They're
multiple
not.
women
They're
what
not
it
standing
was,
on
Rod, are
business,
you?
bro.
and
Rod,
they
you know
still
what?
chose to deal with it.
Most men don't even
Everybody
like
knows
people.
Passport, bro. I think you
Like, bro, you
your cousin
don't know
Right.
yourself.
He's a
your
passport
father.
bro,
I
and
don't
that's all it
know.
is.
You don't know yourself,
Passport,
bro.
bro.
You're not being honest with yourself if you gotta lie, bro. You're not being honest with yourself.
Listen,
That's the
it's
So,
main
fun.
Jamal,
It's
so
problem.
you
fun. It's
telling me
fun.
right now, right?
Monogamy is fun. Monogamy is very respectable because monogamy
Oh,
shows
no.
that you are.
That's not what women would
Monogamy
say,
shows
bro.
that you are mature.
Commitment.
Monogamy shows
Oh,
that you have
no.
love. Monogamy shows
Discipline
that
is
you
a
have
That's the
respect and
catalog of a
regard.
woman, bro.
Won't you
discipline.
shut the fuck up while we talking, Rod? Damn.
Discipline.
I've been
Discipline
talking.
is a
You can't
very
fucking shut up.
attractive
Hold on,
trait to a
Jamarco.
woman.
All right,
Hold on,
y'all.
Jamarco. I
Hold
was
on,
talking,
we got
bruh.
a new
That's the
person on
catalog
Go
of a
ahead.
woman talking, bro.
I do want the new. I want Kev to be able.
Yeah, Rod. Your ass is weak.
Let me introduce him and bring him in. Hey, Kev, thank you so much for being so patient.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I've been listening to the spirited debate. I do not believe that a woman should accept that, but I will say this. I think, what you're listening to is a cautionary tale in the sense that you need to come to a relationship whole, whether you're male or female.
Mm-hmm.
You got to come to that situation whole because you can be taken advantage of if you're not. And that's just, there's no such thing as a free ride.
Right.
So,
Okay.
what this guy is saying, I'm 46. And one thing that I was told by my mother was, hey, if you are honest, when you put it out there, you might say no, but somebody else might say yeah.
Exactly.
I live by that. And my car has not been scratched up. My windows have not been busted out.
Right.
I've watched friends who lied like Rod and had to go through all of that. So,
Oh.
I'm
Hey, Zia,
living.
can I ask a question real quick, Zia?
Yeah, go ahead, Rod.
So, Kev, if you paying all the bills
Oh my God.
and you've been married to your wife for like 30 years, and would you tell her you stepped out and cheated on her, or would you just keep it to yourself?
So, Rod, the problem with that question is you don't understand the value that your housewife would have.
Would you do it? Would you do it? Yes or no?
No, I'm
Just
not
answer the
going
question.
to step out on it. No.
He's not cheating at all, is what he's saying, Rod. I know that's
Okay.
hard to believe, but he's saying he's actually
He's a liar.
valued man.
And you know
He's not
what?
gonna do that.
I feel like cheaters
lying.
should hold that to themselves because it's not on the victim of being cheated on to have to deal with that grief and deal with that hurt.
Girl,
if
hold
you-
it to themselves.
Hold it to themselves. Like you have to eat that guilt. You have to deal with it. I shouldn't have to go through being heartbroken and being sad because
Y'all talking from a point of being
Hold on,
caught, bro.
Gabby. So you're saying
There's
you
a
would rather
safety-
not even know?
There's a safety component to that. That
She would never know, yo.
But you're saying you would rather not
Yes,
know?
you will, bro. You're not as slick as
feel
you
like-
think you is.
if
No, I
I would
understand,
rather
Gabby. I
not know
understand.
because you know how to say what you don't know won't hurt you. True.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I want
Facts.
that other person. Can we give me a chance to
That's the
finish
truth. That's
my
the truth.
point? Can we get a chance to finish my point? Can I get a chance to finish my point?
You
My
know
bad.
what's
That's right.
so dangerous about saying you would rather not know?
I just wanted to finish my point. Then you can tell me that. I'm not stopping you. I just want to finish my point
Go ahead.
because I feel like look, I've also been the person. This is when I was like my first love. I was 18. I've also been the person that cheated, and I felt so guilty about it that I told the other person just to get it off my chest and get it off my heart. And I feel like that was me cheating the system because I felt so bad about it that I had to tell somebody. Like,
And Gabby, you should have waited. You should have waited till
You're
tomorrow.
supposed to feel bad. You're a woman. You don't supposed to do nothing like
No.
that.
You should have waited till tomorrow.
see, that's the thing. It's not a man or woman
But
thing.
this
It's a
But that's
it's
just you
a
avoiding
if you
it.
did something bad, then you have to face the consequences of you doing that bad thing. You shouldn't have try to get no fucking
So
break.
you were telling yourself.
Gabby, I can understand that feeling, but
It's crazy.
the danger in that is, what if, let's say, you were to contract an STD? What?
Oh, my
Now you're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with me. Why am I so sick? Or what
But
is
that's what I mean by it should never come to a. You shouldn't be that reckless. That's on you. You have to. You're gonna have to face all of that once you go through that.
But the problem is, you not knowing about it doesn't change the reality that he's stepping out, and it doesn't change the reality that your relationship is crumbling.
But once I need to know, I'm a soul believer.
Hold on, Gabby.
I think
My bad.
if you're man enough to step out, you should be man enough to step up and tell me about it.
Exactly.
For sure.
At the end of the day.
But I feel like that's
Gabby, goddamn, babe, what the fuck is going on? I heard you. Let me finish my point. If you are able to cheat on somebody, me knowing about it is not going to change the reality of it happening. I can understand you don't want to be burdened with that feeling.
right.
But that is a dangerous thing. I would rather not know. That's like saying, if I have cancer, I'd rather just not know and just die or be unalived from the cancer. What are you going to do to fix it or to try to cure it? Not knowing is just going to destroy you, and it's going to destroy everything you have.
Okay.
And not knowing what happened.
Okay, well, let's use the cancer example. If you have cancer in this stage 4 and there's nothing you can do about it, would you rather know right then or just...
I would rather know because now I have to prepare to say goodbye, just like I'm saying goodbye to that.
I'd rather know. Why would you rather not know
family?
Because some people get basically like anxious and start doing things like out of the norm, and not out of the norm on some like bucket list shit, but out of the norm of just like
yeah, because you're just trying to cover. You're just trying to make an excuse to cover up the fact that you cheat and you okay with getting cheated on. Is that let's beat around the bush with this. You're a cheater and you're okay with being cheated on.
No,
so I got a lot of myself. I got a lot of myself before I lie to you. That's crazy. Nah.
Honestly speaking,
myself.
What Gabby is saying,
you lying to yourself right now.
I know it's hard to. Dan, can I fucking talk? Shit. What Gabby was saying was, now I've had my moment where I was like, listen, if I cheat, it's gonna boil up inside of me until I explode. But when I woke up the next day, that feeling was gone. Because at the end of the day, if I if I ain't bringing anything home, because I'm gonna get checked, I'm gonna make sure, and I'm not even doing it raw anyway. So if I'm doing it to somebody, I just do it. It's just a moment in time, and it was just a moment of fleeting pleasure. It's nothing. My woman is home. I don't have to tell her anything. If I'm not bringing her anything home, I'm not bringing her diseases home, y'all. She's not gonna get sick.
But wait a second, Josh. Would you be okay if it was?
Now I'm talking true.
Josh, would you be okay
if she kept it from me? If she listen, I'm that nigga. When I tell you I'm that man, I'm that man. We are both human beings, and we may fall into temptation. Now, my woman has a moment where a man may just take her by surprise. Lord have mercy. You don't think I'm not gonna understand that?
I'll never understand it.
I never had this kind of surprise.
You shouldn't. You should not understand it.
Yeah, you should understand that.
Why should I understand?
Because y'all should be disciplined enough in yourself.
It's not even about it's not about the discipline. It's not saying she don't have discipline.
No, it's the
she may have just been in a moment where she's like, damn, like wow, this is too much for me, and I really want this.
If she's not strong enough to resist that temptation,
it's not even about strength. She wants to yield. She wants to yield to it. She can resist it all the days of her life. Like I can. But she may have a moment. If y'all just open your understanding for a minute, damn it. If she decides that at that moment, this is what I want because she really likes this. She wants this. It's not saying she's weak. It's not saying she can't resist it. She just choosing at this point, I want this. And my understanding, yes, if I was out there and I saw a woman that was like, damn, I'm gonna have a bit of a fight myself because it's not saying I can't lose or win. It's not saying I can't beat the fight. I'm just saying I might say, you know what? Fuck it. This is a once in a lifetime chance for me. I still love my wife. So I'm gonna do what I can do to protect her even in this moment.
I think we're like missing.
That's right, gang.
Nah, bro, because you succumb to your flesh at that point. You don't have respect for yourself.
No shit, Jamarco. But it's not. It doesn't mean I'm weak. It just means I'm decided.
Yes, it does. You're not right with yourself because you fall into your flesh.
You're not thinking, bro. You're not thinking, Jamarco. You're not thinking, bro. You're not being smart, bro. You're not being smart.
Listen to me. I'm explaining to you.
And I'm telling you not being smart. And I'm explaining to you why you're not being smart.
I'm going to. Okay. You already spoke. You already spoke. I'm going to explain it to you.
To Talk to those.
Hold on.
Can I get a minute, Zia, please?
This is what
That's
we're
right,
gonna
Josh.
do, y'all. We're gonna do a live show because I can't continue to try to control all the voices. So then that way everyone has an opportunity to speak.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was just being quiet.
I hate this
They were
though.
all going crazy, so I was being quiet.
Man, me too.
May I please go first, please?
Yes. At any point, if you already land your plane before minutes up, just say, that's it. I land my plane or something, and I'll wrap it up for you in case you don't need a full minute. All right, y'all, let's go.
Josh is
Yeah. All right, listen. I'll say this real quick. Now, to Jamarco, and I wish you was where I was because you ain't there yet. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You can think what you want, but I'm gonna tell you the facts. Like I give a fuck. A moment of weakness is when you actually can't fucking resist. It's not that she can't resist. I hope you understand because I'm speaking English. I'm not speaking. I know we understand English now. The moment of weakness is because I can't resist. The moment of choice, which means I can either go or not go, because I can go the fuck home. I can go home. But because this moment is right before me, I'm choosing, which is the power we have to choose. I'm going to take this chance. And my wife, her being a human being too, might decide that same thing. And I am no bigger or better than her. We are both humans and we decide what the fuck we want to do. The end.
My issue is the respect. Why get in relationships and not open them? Just have an open relationship. If you have a closed relationship, you doing with anything with anybody outside of your relationship is disrespectful. You do not respect that person. You do not care about their feelings because you know that it could hurt them knowing that you shared yourself with that person intimately. I land my plane.
Go ahead, Gabby.
I just think I was like misunderstood about the whole thing in general. People are at this point, people are old enough and grown enough to understand when they make conscious decisions to disrespect each other. But we also have to take in the nuance of people being human beings in general. Yes, we are supposed to be at a certain point, a certain like maturity level, but we also still always fall short. And I feel like we deserve to give each other grace, but we also have to put it on a scale of like disrespect and like grace at the same time. Plane landed.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. To both ladies, I agree with both of y'all just now. Gabby and Erica, especially Erica. Once I give up a part of if I lay down with you, I give up a part of my soul, my body, my everything. And I had to learn a long time ago that just playing around with women is wrong because then I became a single father, I said before, and I had to take both sides. So once I started understanding both sides, lying, cheating, devaluing, doing something that could hurt somebody, it's just wrong. It's just like, there's no need. I'd rather stay single than cheat. I'd rather just be with my kid than, and it's weird to hear these men sometimes be like, it's okay. I don't care if you pay the bills. You're supposed to pay the bills anyway. They've been paying their bills before they met you.
Definitely paying the bills. Hey, can you hear me, Zia? Okay. If I'm paying the bills, that's just what it is. I'm going to have multiple women on the side. It's just what it is. I still love you. Nothing changed. I'm still taking good care of you and the kids. I love my babies. We have nothing to worry about. What's the problem here? But at the end of the day, that is a man's nature. Just tell society, bruh, to support men who to support men when it comes to having multiple women. That's just what it is. There's nothing complex about this ordeal. Because at the end of the day, majority of divorces end because of men be cheating, y'all. We're fighting the inevitable, bro. We're fighting the inevitable, man. We gotta be full-fledged adults, bro. It's not my fault that society didn't get you guys helped on man's biology. That's just what it is, bro. I'm not here to talk smack to anybody. It's just the truth, man.
You're on mute, baby. Go ahead. Yeah, we got you now.
Not too much on my hair, Josh, because I just sit out my bun. But only thing I pretty much got to say is, if you have that much respect for your partner, you're not gonna step out. My thing is, we have normalized that too much in the community when it comes to stepping out. At the end of the day, nobody is just going to step out, especially if they value and have respect for their partner. So all this, oh, I'm gonna cheat if this or I'm gonna cheat if that. That's cool. You can be by yourself. Like, I think y'all forget that being single is the option. You don't have to be with someone. If you feel like you are if you are a lustful man or woman, just be alone. Like, all that cheat shit, it makes.
All right, I'm just gonna say it like this, man. Josh, I used to think just like you too. I used to feel that way too. Rod, I used to feel like how you felt too, bro. But then I got to know myself, bro, and I got to know that that's not true, bro. Y'all got to remember, at the end of the day, it ain't just about what you doing. It's about who's watching you, bro. God is watching y'all do this, bro. God is watching y'all lie and deceive these women, bro. And if you so weak in the mind to where you can't control your flesh, bro, you'll end up on drugs somewhere because you've already shown that weakness, bro. And the reason, Josh, you so acceptable to forgiving your woman for doing that is because you know you're weak. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how can you lead a woman being strong if you weak? She's gonna learn from you. She becomes you, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You need to be more disciplined with yourself, and you need to know yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna lead you and that woman into self-destruction, bro. And like I said, bro, if you really your respect and your love should outweigh your flesh desire.
I would just say that disease portion, right? Y'all, you really need to think about that. How would you feel bringing that home to your wife who's done nothing but care about you and love you, or vice versa to your husband who's working hard for you? How would you feel bringing that stuff home to him? There are things that will get around condoms. It's just point blank, period. And also stuff like this eats away at your soul. So with that, I'll land my plane.
All right. Josh wanted to respond to Jamarco.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's brain is so chemically different that they're gonna feel a different type of way. So many people.
Who is that?
Right.
Go ahead,
listen,
Josh.
all right, listen, and it's strange to me how
We
be talking the same language, but yet we don't understand each other. But I've understood everything that came out of everybody's mouth. As soon as I say something that's actually mature and plausible, that shit ain't understood. It's kind of hard dealing with people who just can't comprehend shit, because if it's weakness, I think we know the definition of weakness, y'all. And I think because we grown, we should have learned this shit and remember this shit all the days of our lives. Especially being grown, we should still know. Being weak means I can't. Me being weak, that means I can't carry the fucking weight. I'll repeat it again, since y'all can't seem to understand again. I hope y'all can get it this time, because this shit is like annoying. If I choose to do it, because I can walk away. Hear what I just said again. I can walk away.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. But I decided to do it. I could have not do it. I could have lived without it. I could have went home.
Josh,
but
baby.
and just as she probably would have said, baby, ooh, that man, or I say, baby, ooh, this woman. But at the same time, I could have lived without this woman. I didn't really care, but I wanted it because I chose to say, you know what, fuck it, because I like this. I like this. So I decided to do it.
Can I say something, Josh? If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken,
Don't lie to
y'all
yourself,
correct me
Josh.
if I'm
That's what's up.
wrong. What the heck? Huh?
Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead, Kenny.
Did she or did she not say, right,
Mm-hmm.
that she would like ignore the risk or what may have you? Isn't that what she said?
That's what she said, not me.
I still
Not
gotta
don't
respond.
talk, the girl you was defending.
That's what she
What did
said.
she say? What did she say, Jamarco?
Huh?
I don't
The
think
girl
she said
was
that,
up
Kenny.
here, Gabby, when Zia was asking her, like, you know, when Zia started telling her, yo, you can catch something.
No, Gabby just said she'd rather not know. She was basically saying ignorance was bliss.
She talking about she rather not know that he did it, not that he.
Yeah,
That he
yeah,
Okay.
facts. What don't know, what you don't know won't hurt her.
Right, that's what she said.
Well,
My
that's not true.
Oh,
Because
That's why her and God, she
what
could be
you
together.
don't know can definitely hurt you. Let's say if
She
you
don't
invite me
know.
to stay, let me talk, Rod. I just got up here. Dang, you been talking the whole time, Bill Cosby. But anyway, like, honestly, you invite me to stay over because I said I need somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, I'm thinking about, like, you know, wrapping up your whole place and taking the stuff out with me. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, what you don't know will hurt you. You see what I'm saying? People are sneaky. People are nasty. Now you left with nothing in your home. You don't went to sleep and waking up to an empty home. That ain't gonna hurt you. All the stuff
That's
you don't
but Candy, that's only if you found out. You wasn't
Exactly.
hurting.
Dang, when you wake
before
up,
that.
you gonna
You
find
wasn't
out.
hurting before that though,
Can I go
Candy,
off
because
what
you
she
didn't
said,
know.
Can I go
But
off
hold
what she
on,
said,
but
though?
Josh, why do y'all act as though we can't read people's body language? When a man is start moving differently, he's now he don't want to talk on the phone
Exactly.
at night. Now he acting like he don't want to hold you when you lay
Not
down
even
in the
just
bed.
that.
Exactly.
pH balance is real.
My question
pH
is,
balance is
Hey,
fucking
yo,
up.
liar,
okay.
liar,
Yo,
I still gotta
how
respond to
the-
Josh.
How the fuck your hair do that?
That's a woman thing.
What the fuck?
You didn't see his
Still
hair
gotta
before.
respond
All
to
that
Josh.
shit. She had a little big ass ponytail sticking up in the air like she got all that fucking hair in it. You.
But y'all gotta remember
I told you I
too,
took
though.
my bun down, okay?
Okay,
To me,
Locks, yeah.
it would hurt me if I noticed that my man was acting differently and I didn't know why. What's wrong, babe? Nothing. Well, hold me, babe. I don't want to. Let's have sex, babe. I'm not in the mood. That would
But that's
hurt
a
me
guilty
more.
man. That's a guilty man.
But that
Yeah.
would hurt me
Turn
more.
around.
Hold on. That would hurt me more than him telling me, hey, I fucked up. You mistreated me and I don't understand what I did wrong or what happened. All of a sudden now you acting differently, making me insecure, making me question, did I do something? All day at work, I keep thinking about what's wrong. Did I do something? Is he mad at me? Did I say something? That will drive a person fucking nuts. If you man enough to
I'ma
do
tell
it,
y'all
be man
something.
enough to tell me.
Hear me out too. Y'all do understand too, cervical cancer and prostate can come from multiple sex partners. Do y'all not understand that?
Yes, Mama.
When it comes to
no,
going
it
to the
can't.
doctor, I don't
No.
see a lot of black men just saying, "Hey, we're going to get tested. We're going to get
Oh.
checked." Shit like that is not just.
Hey, yo, can I respond?
It's a bump on
Yeah,
the
Marco.
Like that stuff is legit, and that stuff sometimes does go undetected until in late stages.
But ain't that only if you do it
All
wrong?
that, but listen, hear me out. All
Okay.
that what don't know won't hurt me. It might not hurt me right now, but years down the road when I got cancer or something going on that I can't get rid of.
But Kay,
What?
that's one moment, and then he do it safely. Like we're talking about one moment in
What
time.
they got to do?
And
I don't think the girl was talking about one moment though,
respond,
I'm
John.
talking about just
No, that's,
You
no,
know-
that's what she
but
said.
you know
though. That's what she
but you know
said.
what's even
She said she did it
sadder,
one
though?
time, and then she had to
But
tell him that she didn't want to tell him. What's up?
Josh, you know what's even sadder? That
What's sadder?
you would have a good relationship with a woman and you would ruin it for one moment. You would ruin it
You
for
know what,
one moment.
Zia? What's
exactly.
sadder is that you
Wait.
can't leave your drink around Rod. If y'all go
Zia,
out to
but
a
Zia,
party,
let
cover
me tell
y'all
you
drinks
this.
up.
Shut up.
I
Hey, Zia, let me
don't
tell
do
you this,
that.
Zia.
I don't
You know
do
what I think
that.
the problem is? You know what I think it is? We get into relationships, and this is my experience. This is my personal experience. I don't know if y'all experience this too. But when I like a shorty, and I really, really feel that in my soul, it ain't no way I'm going to do anything. Because
Exactly.
I only
But Josh,
want her.
no, that's not
but when you
true.
get with a person, listen, but when you get with a person and you don't have that genuine closeness to them, you just with them. And honestly, it's probably just because y'all getting it in. you with this person and you're going to step out because there's nothing connecting you to them for real. Y'all just together at this point. But when you really experience that love and that desire, bitch, fuck everybody else.
But Josh, how can you say that after what you just said?
But listen, that's probably with a person. That's probably with a person I really don't feel that much for.
But I'm saying, can I respond?
You feel me?
Yeah, DeMarco. What's up, DeMarco?
Josh, I just got one question for you, bro. Why are you so weak?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
Ain't nobody step out Jamarco no damn. That shit going to pay.
Answer the question, bro.
That shit don't bother me.
What the fuck? Stop laughing, yo. Stop laughing. This is an honest question, bro. What about your life is making you this weak? Why are you so susceptible to your flesh?
I want to ask Gabby that too.
Wow.
Honestly, Josh, like I really want to know what makes you this weak that you would fold under. You would go off your own
And what makes you this
compass.
dumb, Jamarco? What makes you this dumb?
But that's
what I want to know.
But that's an insult. That's an insult, bro. I'm asking you a general question. I'm asking you why.
That's an insult.
Because you told me you were weak. You said you couldn't deny. You said you wouldn't deny. Okay, insult to me is not answering the question.
And that's the truth, though. If I'm weak, you dumb.
But can I finish talking?
Go ahead.
But Jamarco, do you mean
but like I said,
flesh?
yes. Why? That's what I'm asking him, and he's taking it as an insult. Like, you see what I'm saying? You weak-minded, bro.
I'm not even bothered by the shit. I don't give a fuck.
Then just answer the question instead of insulting me.
How can I answer a question that's not true, bro? It's not the fuck the truth.
How is not true? You just told me it was true.
Hold on.
I never said that. Get the fuck
yes,
out.
you did. You just said in a moment of weakness, right?
Speaking.
It's the way that you ask the question. You can say, why are you so weak to your temptations? Why are you so weak in your flesh? But if you say, why are you so weak? It sounds as though you are insulting him. It's the way you ask the question. So, Jamarco.
And again, that shit ain't bothering me because I already have the fucking truth, bro. I know what I'm saying, and because you are blatantly misunderstanding.
You've been cutting me off the whole time.
You are blatantly misunderstanding.
I'm not misunderstanding anything.
Because you're not in a good place. It sounds like.
Y'all, didn't y'all hear him say?
I'm reading you, bro.
Didn't y'all hear him say in a moment of weakness, right?
I can't hear neither one of y'all, to be honest.
Didn't he say in a moment of weakness, right? He said that, right? Everybody heard that, right?
I never said anything like that.
But it's the way you said it, though.
No, I know what he said. He said,
I want y'all to listen
he said if he or his girl saw somebody and was just like in a moment of weakness, right? That's what he said.
Never said it.
You never said it?
Never, because I never did. I know what I said.
Lying.
Okay, you're a liar. You're a liar and a deceiver. And a deceiver. And a deceiver. And a deceiver.
You know what's odd, Zia?
Okay, y'all.
Y'all know what's odd? And Kev, I'm going to let you, Kev is down there. I don't know if he's been here, but Jamarco, you was slick supporting cheating earlier, and now Josh.
I was never supporting cheating.
Exactly. And
I never supported cheating.
Yes, you was.
What cheating did I support?